Okay, the harsh truth about hitting 10K per month is that there's actually 8 harsh truths to hitting 10K per month, and you need to understand each and every one of them if you want to eventually get there yourself. And honestly, you probably won't like any of them. I'm not going to sugarcoat this video and tell you that you can make 10K per month in the next 30 days, and it's going to be super easy if you try this new flashy business model that just came out. That's just not how it works. I'm going to tell you what you really need to expect, the real, raw, harsh truth. Because if you really want to get to 10K per month one day, you must set realistic expectations. If your expectations are misaligned with reality, you will end up quitting and jumping from business model to business model for the next decade. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to go over the 8 harsh truths. And if you stick around all the way until the end of this video, I'm even going to give you a 10K per month success formula that you can follow, and it will get you to 10K per month if you stick with it. So the first harsh truth is that it cannot be done quickly. To make 10K per month, you need to provide $10,000 worth of value to the marketplace. Otherwise, you're a part of an unequal transaction. Otherwise, you're basically scamming people if you're not doing this. And now to provide $10,000 worth of value, you need to acquire a lot of skills, and it's going to take a lot of time. You're essentially looking to make the same amount of money in a month or two, in 30 or 60 days, as a fully qualified engineer, doctor, or lawyer makes after 5 to 10 years of schooling and hundreds of thousands of dollars spent on their education. This is not reality. In reality, you won't make 10K per month in the next 30, 60, or 90 days, but you can absolutely do it in 1 year. And so basically, instead of taking this time horizon of wanting to do it in the first 30 days, if you expand that to even just a full year, you give yourself 1 or 2 full years to hit 10K per month, you'll do it. And you see, most people, they start off, if you're like an appointment setter, where you're in a level 1 position, you're not making that much money. You're making a little bit of money. This is your first month. Then 4 months in, now you're a level 2 appointment setter. You're making more money inside of your position. You're getting closer to like 3 to 5K a month. By 12 months in, now you've done this. You've also acquired additional skill sets on top of that. And basically now you have become more valuable, so you can provide more value to the marketplace. And then you can actually make 10K per month. The second harsh truth is that there's no shortcuts. There is no silver bullet, flashy business model. There's no drop shipping product, or there's no shit coin that you can you can pump that's going to lead you to get to 10K per month and speed ahead of your competition. If there was, the odds of you finding it are extremely rare. And then you're basically gambling at that point. And if you do find it, that success will be extremely short-lived. You'll make a lot of money super quick, but it will never be sustainable. And so you'll make all that money, but you'll end up just being stressed anyways because you're worried about losing it all. Here's another way of looking at things. You already found the shortcut. Making money online is the shortcut. It is the fastest way to make a shit ton of money. And there's never been anything like this in the history of our world up until this point. If you compare making money online to a 9-to-5 job, it is much easier. So stop being greedy and wait 5 to 10 years for your millions instead of waiting until you're 65. It's, again, going back to the same thing as the first principle. Expand your time horizon just a little bit longer than all the online gurus and all the dorks tell you, and you might just find that it will actually allow you to be successful. Step 3, or harsh truth 3, it will be painful. So most people think getting to 10K per month is going to look like this. They get their private jet and they work on their laptop and analyze all this stuff all day, and they drive their G-Wagons around and go travel all the time. This is what 10K per month actually looks like. A lot of stress, a lot of late nights, a lot of confusion, a lot of doubt, a lot of fear. And it is not fun. You're not going to be partying. You're not going to be on a yacht. You're not going to be buying Rolexes, and you're not going to be working 2 hours a day. The reality is you're going to be up until 2 a.m. some nights. Well, maybe not that, but you're going to be up late some nights. You're going to be stressed out. You're going to be confused at certain points. You're going to be lost, and you're going to be in pain. The reality is that you must embrace this pain, apply discipline, and stay consistent if you want to really hit your goals. And this is what actually will allow you to hit 10K per month, but this will actually allow you to build great character as a man. And this is what you need. Harsh truth number 4 is that you will need to make sacrifices because you cannot have it all. You cannot be the best video game player in the world, the best entrepreneur, the best weightlifter, the best runner and the best husband in the world and the best father. You can't do it all at the same time. If you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice when you're 80 years old on your deathbed, just wishing that you worked a little harder when you were younger. The question then becomes, how bad do you really want it? Because there is seasons to life, and you have to be prepared to go months without video games, without partying, without hanging out with friends that are going to waste your time, drugs and alcohol. In fact, going to the gym and sleeping are very good things, but there's even going to be certain periods of your life, 1 to 2 month stints, where you're going to have to lock in and sometimes even reduce your frequency in the gym and reduce your frequency with sleeping. Now, when I go through some of this stuff, you probably have something that immediately comes to your mind that you're doing right now that you know deep down is a waste of time. And you know that you need to get rid of it, but your brain is starting to make excuses. Oh, I can't live without that thing. It's all BS. I promise you, if you really want it bad enough and you really want to achieve something in your life, you will quickly learn that 99% of the things in your life are simply just distractions and they don't actually progress you forward towards your goal. And you need to give it up. Again, if you have that thing that you think you can't get rid of, just read this again. If you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice. Harsh truth number 5, you will lose friends. If you're serious about hitting 10K per month, you will very quickly realize that you are headed down a path that most people are not willing to go down. And as a byproduct of that, you are going to have different interests than some of your friends. And there's going to be misalignment there. You can still hang out with them from time to time and you can still keep them around, but being around them often, you will get busy, your interests will stop overlapping, and you will most likely start enjoying the time spent alone, just being on the grind, leveling up and growing your business. Online entrepreneurs can be very lonely because you're going down a path that most people are not willing to go down. And even if they are willing to go down it, they don't find success with it, which is why it's important to get a mentor and join a community of other young men. Connect with everyone else on the same exact path as you. Over time, you'll find that there's an entire world of people just like you. It's just they're not that common. You can't just walk down the street and find them a lot of the times. There is a world that thinks and has the same desires as you. They're just not that common. And so you have to eventually replace some of your old friends and build friends with these type of people. Harsh truth number 6 is that nobody is coming to save you. And this is something that hit me deep when I was in college. I had a rude awakening. I woke up at 3 a.m. and I realized that nobody is coming to give me a handout and nobody's coming to save me. Your success is completely up to you and nobody's coming to save you. You can find the perfect business model. You can hire the perfect mentor. You can find the perfect step-by-step plan and template and scripts and all this stuff that will get you to 10K per month. But if you don't put in the work, if you don't actually take control of yourself, nothing will ever happen. It is 100% up to you to figure this out. Everyone's path is different, and you can get lots of help along the way, and it could speed up your process. But at the end of the day, it's still up to you. And what most people do in this world is they have the victim mentality. They blame the world for their problems. My life is bad because I got unlucky, or this happened, or the world is harsh, or this, that, and the third. They blame all their problems on external factors that aren't in their control. And this is one of the worst things that you can do. What you have to realize is that where you are right now in your life is simply just a byproduct of the decisions that you've made over the past X amount of years of your life. And it is entirely your fault. Allowing you to do this, and when you finally admit to yourself that it is your fault, it allows you to finally change. And guess what? Your goals don't give a fuck about how you feel. Harsh truth number 7 is you won't be satisfied. So there's a good chance that when you hit 10K per month, it will feel good and really exciting for like a few days or maybe even a few weeks. This is what happened to me. But quickly after that, you'll start thinking, okay, what's next? You'll want to keep going and keep leveling up and keep improving. And honestly, there's a good chance that going from 0 to 10K per month, you're doing it for very selfish reasons. Maybe you want to buy something nice. Maybe you want to alleviate some sort of insecurity that is deep rooted in your system. But to go from 10K per month or even further and go even beyond that, it's usually going to require reasons outside of yourself to keep going. So again, selfish reasons, 0 to 10K per month is fine. But once you hit 10K per month, you're going to want more, but you need to find reasons that are outside and supersede just yourself. So this can be for religious purposes. That's something that I personally am doing part of this for. It can be a company mission. So you can want to change the world in some sort of way, and that you feel like is your mission and your purpose. It can be because you have a family and you have to provide for your kids and your wife and whatnot. And so that's going to keep you pushing even further. You also might just straight up love your business, but you need to find one of these reasons here listed if you want to go any further, because just having selfish reasons is only going to get you so far. Because really 10K per month, like sure, you're not making millions and you're not able to spend like a ton of money all day 24/7, but it's a good amount of money and it's usually enough to give you a comfortable lifestyle. If you want to go further, you need a reason outside of just wanting things for yourself. And lastly here, success is simple, but it's not easy. Hitting 10K per month at its core is extremely simple, but not easy. Because all you need to do is find one high value skill, commit to getting really good at that skill for a couple months, maybe a couple years, and then provide that skill to the marketplace. There is no other secret. You don't need all these fancy business models that require like 8 different things. And you absolutely don't need to be smart. Like I'm a dumbass. Every single one of you can win if you build discipline required to stay consistent for even just a few months. And even when it feels impossible and you feel tired and your friends want you to come out and drink, or you stumbled into a new flashy business model that looks easier than the one that you're currently trying, and all of the signs are pointing to giving up, you must not fold. And this is the problem. This is what success, like this is what you think success looks like. You think it looks like this, where every single day you're just progressing further and further. Month 1, you make $1,000. Month 2, you make $2,000. Month 3, you make $3,000. And you just keep going up like that. This is what success actually looks like here. This is what it looks like. And the problem is that most people get stuck in this period here where things aren't going well. You're not making a lot of money and it's easy to give up. And then what ends up happening is they switch to a new business model, and then the graph restarts and they have to go through all of this again with the new business model because the skills in that business model don't correlate with the one that they just tried. You have to stick through it, especially when things get hard. You have to keep pushing through, and eventually, as you get better, your skills will compound exponentially, and this will push you in a positive direction. And this, guys, this keeps going up. Just keeps going up. So when you stick to something and you stay consistent, things compound over time. And as a byproduct of that, you'll make so much money at one point where it doesn't even feel real. And so to wrap up this video, this is the 10K per month formula. This is the reality, guys. Your market times your business model times the person you are to the square root of time equals 10K per month. Not to the square root, squared, like to the power of time. Sorry, guys, I dropped out of college. Basically, the market you work with, the niche you serve, plus or times your business model, times the person that you've become, so the self-improvement you do, and the mindset stuff that you work on, compounded by time, equals 10K per month. And just like we talked about with the exponential function here, where it goes up and then it shoots through the roof, this is what happens when time is to your side. And every single day, you should just focus on getting better at this, getting better at this, getting better at this. And then over time, you'll hit 10K per month. This is the formula. This is exactly what you need to follow. And if you stay until the end, I just want to give you the answer. The easiest way to start is to enter info product sales, because basically it resonates directly with everything that I shared in this video. And if you want to learn more about that, you can just go watch some of my recent videos, or you can check out the link in the description and you can learn a little bit more about how I can help you get started so that you can actually hit 10K per month online. Peace.